Dear members, I would like to welcome you to this session on product development and customer validation, where we are looking at the possibility of improving on the KAWA Connect we have. So this video is meant for the colleagues who are working on the improvement of KAWA Connect. And so we see how we can be able to improve on the services. And we're going to have an understanding of different methodologies such as Agile, Waterfall, Moscow, and many others, which can be used to perfect the product. So in session one, I'm welcoming you to start by contrasting two main approaches to product development. There is one called Waterfall. Waterfall is sequential. You gather requirements, design, build, test, and then deploy. It is clear but rigid, and changes are costly. Agile is iterative. Plan, build small, test, get feedback, adapt quickly. It is flexible and user-centered, but requires discipline. So now, our KAWA Connect Agile is ideal because education content needs constant adaptation to teacher and student feedback. So that's what we should take, and we rotate around this approach called Agile. So this concept, we are looking at session 2, which is an MVP and iteration. The concept of the MVP is powerful. Instead of building the full system upfront, we ask a number of questions. What is the simplest version of our product that still solves the user's main problem? So for KAWA Connect, the MVP is like the content we have put on the drive. We have aligned it with the NCDC as a competence aligned content. And the iteration means here that each cycle we test with the teachers and the parents, then add improvements such as lesson packs or quizzes. This is exactly how Agile works. Short cycles, continuous feedback, constant improvement, and so you'll have it done. And Agile embraces the MVP clearly, and it works. So that is how we are going to be moving. Now, in session 3, we are looking at user-centered design and validation. Great products are not made in isolation. User-centered design means we involve teachers, parents, and students in shaping KAWA Connect. So in this case, customer validation means we don't assume. We prove that users want it. We do this through interviews, surveys, pilots, and even direct observation. For example, we can ask teachers, does this USB save time? Does the KAWA Connect on the drive save time? Would you pay for it? And then also ask parents, does it reduce your data costs? And then ask students, is it easy and engaging? So that is all about tools, interviews, pilots, and the survey that we can be able to carry out. Now, in session 4, we're looking at prioritization with Moscow. Oftentimes, teams want to add every feature at once. This leads to overload and failure. So this Moscow method helps prioritize. And the Moscow here stands for must have. Without it, the product fails. So for KAWA Connect, things like the CBs, the notes, and then we also have what we call should have, valuable but not critical, like student quizzes and some practical activities. Then we also have what we call could have, extras like gamification, then won't have yet. These are advanced AI tutors. So the thing is just here. the Moscow here is looking at must have the essential features, then should have the important but not critical, then could have nice to have, then won't have out of scope for now. So that is the approach we'd like to talk about and how we are going to improve our services. Now, in session 5, in most of the workshop we shall be carrying out, we shall look at the journey mapping and feedback loops. And journey mapping, mapping the user journey means understanding every touch point, how a teacher hears about KAWA CONNECT, installs it, uses it in class, and gives feedback. For parents, it is buying via Circle, setting it at home, and seeing cost savings. So feedback loops are essential, and we need to come up with feedback loops which are essential, like WhatsApp groups for teachers, surveys for parents, focus groups for students. So this ensures continuous improvement, which aligns perfectly with the agile principles. Then we'll wrap up and we'll go to the next steps. So to conclude, waterfall is structured but rigid. Agile is flexible and ideal for startups like KAWA CONNECT. Always start with an MVP and validate it with customers. Use Moscow to focus your energy, and never stop listening. Customer feedback is the oxygen for growth. So KAWA CONNECT's next steps: run pilots in 3 schools or more, collect feedback weekly, iterate in agile cycles, and prioritize Moscow. And this will lead us. So in summary, we're saying waterfall, you need to have discipline, but agile allows flexibility. MVP must go with validation as a foundation, and Moscow should be the focus. Then feedback is the oxygen